Good morning, dear friends. So glad to have you with me this morning and welcome back to Yoga Shalom at Home. I'm Reb Cantor Lisa Levine and I will be your guide this morning through our Yoga for Strength with Nobility and Grace. I'm calling it a peace flow because I'm really feeling like I need that inner peace today. It's the peace and the grace that I'm seeking after the violence of this past week. The peace that is needed to end the war in Ukraine, and the peace we need to make it through another day. It's a spiritual peace beginning right here in Tiferet, in the heart center, in Anahata chakra, which reflects out, shining light into the world. So if you just want to start with this embodiment today with hands on heart and then shining out into the world, we're going to be doing a lot of that today. Welcome. It is also Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan tomorrow, and we're at the beginning of our 7th week of our Omer journey. The 44th day of the Omer, our revelation at Sinai, is only a week away. Shavuot. Then we will stand spiritually at Sinai and experience something that we have relived and remembered in our collective history to this very day. Torah Ora, once again, the light of Torah from without and from within. This day in the Omer is embodied in Gevurah, which is strength. It's represented by the left arm. Sheba Malchut, nobility. I'm calling it grace, but it's really our embodiment in the feet. It connects us with the Mother Earth, sovereignty, and it leads to an awareness of what's happening in our connection with the earth, how we fit into the whole. And all of these layers of awareness add a depth of meaning to our flow today. This is going to be on the mat, but you can use a chair, and we've done enough chair yoga that you know how to modify for yourself, either using the chair as a prop or just sitting the whole time in the chair. Your day, your practice, your strength, your nobility. So let's begin with the customary body scan. And as we do that, be sensitive to the strength that's showing today to cope with this loss. Are you building up a lot of walls around your heart to cope? Well, let's try to expand those open again, because we don't want to become closed off from ourselves. Also, our connection with the earth, feeling the vibrations of the planet. Sometimes they're negative, but we're going to tap into the positive today. The nobility and grace of the earth's presence is a great teacher. Swallow in the throat and imagine that your thoughts are floating away like clouds. So pack up the news and the social media, put them in a suitcase, zip that suitcase up and place it outside the door. Notice your stress levels abating and allow the mind to expand to a place where all of the small things that are causing unrest inside this universe, in inner universe, begin to fade away. So sit up nice and tall. Find the sits bones either in the chair or on the mat. Feel the feet on the ground or feel connected into the sits bones. Allow the hips to open if you're in Sukhasana with the knees just gently folding outward. Feel free to bring your hands into a mudra for this body scan. I have a sprained finger, so that's a little hard. But any mudra that you want to do, maybe even Buddha mudra, which is a very pleasant and peaceful mudra right underneath the yesod, the mula bandha area, down toward the kishkas. So let's attach that string to the top of the keter, to our head, to the crown, imagining a light of peace and grace coming down into the top of the head. Feels like melting light. Could be any color that you wish, any color that you associate with peace and grace and nobility, sovereignty, the earth. It could be green light, could be blue for the water or for the sky. Feel that light wash down over the panim, over the face, and as it does, soften the gaze downward or close the eyes. Allow the corners of the mouth to drift upward and connect that joy to the heart center. Connect it. Allow that light of peace and grace and nobility to flow down the back of the head into the neck, and to allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears, down into the arms, into Chin Mudra, bringing that countenance of reverence all the way down into the fingers, that wholeness, down into the spine, all the way down, flowing into the hips. Allow the hips to drift apart. Feel the strength of the legs, connecting all the way down to the feet. Malchut, Malchut. This is the week of Malchut, of nobility, sovereignty, the connection with the earth, the grounding. So allow that grounding to bring strength all the way up the leg, back up the legs, into the hips, up the spine, belly. Allow it to settle into the heart. An expansion of the heart. Expansion of the mind. Allow that light to flow, the chi. Prana Vayu. We've talked about the Vayus before. Sense that Prana Vayu now flowing all the way from head to toe, toe to head. In a beautiful circle, bringing strength and connection. Ask yourself as we practice today, what brings a sense of connection with the earth? What brings me a sense of connection with the earth? What brings me peace? How do I use my strength in positive ways? And when should I pull back in order to maintain shalom bayit, to maintain peace? All these questions may not have answers, but we will attempt to seek those through our mat work today. Let's drop attention now into the breath. Once again, my hands are in a mudra. I'm going to bring my hands into Buddha mudra because I feel that's very grounding and I want to feel grounded today. So exhale all the breath out of the body through the nostrils. Inhale into the lower belly. into the lower lungs, into the upper lungs, and then release very, very slowly. Inhale, lower belly, lower lungs, upper lungs, pause if you need to, and then slowly release through the nostrils, squeezing all the air from the lungs. And if you can't move at this pace, if it's hard to do that for whatever reason, feel free to deepen the breath at your own pace. One more with hands down. Inhale, lower belly, lower lungs. Fill the upper lungs as though you're filling a glass, Miriam's well, with healing and peace, all the way to the top. And then slowly release. And relax the arms as you release the breath. Then let go anything you don't need. Allow your thoughts to float away. Squeeze all the air out. Now let's bring our arms up as we breathe. So inhale, arms up, looking up, and exhale, arms down, slowly looking down. Bringing all that light into our space. Inhale, arms up, filling. Opening the expanse of space, and then as you exhale, press the palms down, and then drop the chin down. All the way down, fingertips to the ground. One more time, all the way up, inhale. And all the way down, palms down, exhale. If you'd like to use Ujjayi breath, slight constriction at the back of the throat, feel free to do that. Fingertips all the way down. Good. Bring the arms to the sides now. Inhale as you bring the arms backwards. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And as you exhale, press the palms forward in front of you. Now inhale, palms out. Open the heart. And exhale. Palms together. That strength in that breath. Press the palms and release. And just flow out the wrists a little bit. I find it a little bit easier using the arms to get a fuller breath. So if you're having trouble breathing, try using the arms. Open my heart, neshama, Elohai neshama shenatata bi. Souls have been out roaming around during the night, and this morning the soul has been returned to me, purified and cleansed by Shechina, by Mother Earth. Let's start by inhaling and rolling the shoulders back, looking up. Exhaling, shoulders forward, look down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, take a gaze in. What do you need for yourself today for strength and clarity? One more time, squeeze the shoulders up and back. And as you exhale, exaggerate squeezing them up. And then drop the chin to the chest. Good. Let's add the arms up. Inhale up. And bring the fingertips behind lightly as you look up. Open up the heart. Let go anything you don't need as you exhale. Inhale up. And all the way forward. If you're in a chair, you can bring your elbows to your knees. And then drop the chin down. What do you need for clarity? Inhale, arms up. And exhale, this time come back a little bit more and feel your fingertips connect with the earth, grounding. Exhale out anything that's on your heart. Inhale. We're using these 3-part breaths just as we did in the beginning as we flow through our asana and forward fold all the way down. This time, really open up that hip. You can get the elbows all the way down to the floor. That's good too. Good. Inhale all the way up. We're going to take a nice, easy side bend. Look up under that lifted arm as you exhale. Open up the heart. Inhale up. And exhale over to the other side. Drop one arm and look up under the lifted arm as you exhale. Remember to pull in the belly. Keep the spine tall. Now both arms over to the side. Look up under. Inhale up. Both arms over as you exhale. So warming up the spine. Get that flexibility. Inhale up. And now let's do a nice easy twist to the back. Use the drishti or the gaze and your back arm as a kickstand to really bring the spine around as you exhale. Inhale, both arms up. And the other side. Feel that connection as you exhale. My heart. Inhale up, hands together, press the palms. Left hand over the heart for Gevurah. Right hand over the heart, loving kindness. Press it. Massage that in. Give yourself a heart hug. So much love we need today to counteract all the violence in the world. Now let's expand our awareness now from the inner universe to every living thing in the universe. So once again, I've got my mudra going, but I'm going to start moving my head, little circles clockwise, gathering the energy of every living thing into my strength, into my grace, into my earth connection. I'm becoming aware of all the bugs and the trees and the plants and the birds, from littlest to the largest. Other direction, draw that little circle on the ceiling with that light that's attached to the Keter. You're never going to be separated from that light during the practice today. Good. Keep breathing. Now let's make these circles a little bit bigger with the head. So drop chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder, head back, left ear, left shoulder. Do a couple in each direction and notice the top of the spine as it connects with the skull. And allow that to release. Allow that space to open, to become free. holds a lot of tension, so we really need to get that loosened up before we move on. Good. Now let's start circling, and I forgot to switch my leg, which leg is in front. That's always a good thing to do. Let's circle clockwise and start stirring that energy right into the center of our belly. Inhaling, exhaling, go the other direction. Go as big or as small as you feel comfortable with today. And then add the arms so that you're really allowing all that energy to come into every part of the body. From the fingertips, every living thing singing praises through us. And the other direction, all the way around, all the way around. Make a big circle of light all the way around you. Sing songs of praise. Inhale, both arms, get that light collected, and then all the way over to the earth once again. Stretch out that other hip. And let's bow to Malchut. Also, Shechina and Malchut are the same. And I call them Mother Earth, the connection with the earth. And come up. So let's stand for our connection to earth and do a wide-legged forward fold. And we'll end with Malasana, which is Hindi squat. And it's a little bit intense. So if you can't do that, just do what you can today. But we're going to start with our usual Devi Asana, our goddess pole. I heard a phrase this week that I loved. Thank goddess. Thank goddess. So inhale, let's bend the knees right over the toes. Open the heart center, look up, become the goddess. And straighten the knees. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, open the arms out to Vyasana, the goddess praise to the Ya for the air and the water. Inhale, exhale, send that praise out to everything. Earth and the sky. Inhale, exhale, open the heart center. Let anything you don't need just release. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands into the hip creases now. And then hinge forward, extend the crown, the keter, to the opposite wall. And bring the arms down. If you have a block you want to use, or just come to the knees, that's fine. Or come all the way down as far as you feel comfortable today. And let the neck go. Don't hold any stress in the neck. Let go and let God. And anything you don't need, fall away from the shoulders. Connect with Shechina, earth. I love that concept. Just bowing to the power beyond the universe. And then I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer together and come right into Malasana, Hindi squat. Feel the connection to the earth. Feel the strength in the legs and hips. If you can't do this, don't worry about it. Just stay in wide-legged or come all the way up. But if you're able, breathe into this beautiful Hindi squat. One more inhale, hands onto the ground, forward fold, and then slowly hinge up, hinge, 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 no rolling, hinging. Good. Inhale one more time. Exhale, open the knees, open the arms, Devi Asana, praise Ya. Inhale, and as you exhale, send that praise out to every living thing. beyond everything. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Press, 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 press. Praise ya. And release. Yeah. Going to go into a working for change flow. We all have been reinvigorated with the events of the world to action. So sun salutation is our call to action. We'll start with the nigun. And if you want to use the back of your chair for down dog, you can always do that. So use your chair. And if you just want to do the flow in the chair, you're welcome to do that too. La 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 la. Let's start with the chant for Yotze. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. We're going to move fairly quickly today with two sides of this sun salutation. So let's begin. Inhale, swan dive all the way down, fingertips to the mat. Exhale. Inhale, half fold, fingertips to the shins. Exhale, palms down. Step the right foot back as you inhale. And left foot, exhale. Inhale into downward facing dog. Inhale as you exhale, drop the hips into plank. And inhale, exhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Inhale, exhale, all the way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, just walk your feet to your hands and then come all the way up in reverse swan dive. So not too hard today. Inhale all the way down, fingertips to the mat. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, left foot back and the right. Exhale, push through the feet. Inhale, drop the hips down into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga into cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale, exhale, push back. You can always stay on your knees for this. Or go into downward facing dog. Push through the hands. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, exhale, and just simply walk the feet to the hands. Nice and easy. Inhale, the arms come all the way up. Reverse swan dive. Pressing the hands into prayer pose. Anjali Mudra. And then drop the hands down. Let's do the end of this chant together. Bring the hands over heart, left for Gevurah, strength, right for loving kindness, and two recitations of Shalom. Shalom. Feel it. Shalom. Om is mine too. Om meaning everything that was, is, and will be. Shalom. Release into our oneness triangle flow. So let's come to the side of the mat. Inhale, and let's exhale the right toes out toward the wall. Never know whether I'm mirroring you, so it would be your left, my right. And then inhale, exhale, open that right hip open. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale, scooch that foot out a little bit and reach way over that front leg. And then as you exhale, come into triangle Trikonasana, heart opening balance. With the left arm as Gevurah, the right is loving kindness. The right leg, humility, hood, the left leg, netzach. And Tiferet, balanced. Breathe. Inhale, left hand to left back thigh. Oops, right arm over. I was marrying you, I'm not anymore. It's okay. Inhale, exhale, reach way over if you want to come into side angle pose or triangle, your choice. I'm going to come into side angle. Look up under that lifted arm just so you stay nice and aligned. And listen. Press back into reverse triangle. Back hand, back thigh. And arm over. Good. Come right back to the other side. So bringing left toes to the wall, right toes angled in at 45. Inhale, exhale. Swivel that hip open. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale, scooch way over that front leg and then come into your heart opening triangle. Drishti is at the thumbnail or down at the toenail. Your choice, and breathe. Inhale, back hand to back thigh, left arm over. Knees are straight but soft, not locked. Inhale, lean way over that front leg and then either triangle or side angle, your choice. And breathe. Inhale, push up. Right hand on right back thigh, left arm over. Inhale, exhale, good. Bring the toes together, hands over the heart, left for Gevurah, right for compassion. Close the eyes, inhale, exhale, Shaman. Inhale. It's our prayer for peace today. We're going to do some balances. Feel free to grab a chair or the wall or anything else you need. And I'm going to come onto the floor because I've got carpet and my mat, so it's a little bit hard. We're going to start with the marching balance to get that grounding into Malchut. So bring all of your weight onto either right or left leg and allow that root of a tree to just penetrate deep into the sovereignty of the earth. Imagine that it's a deep root going all the way down. And when you feel balanced, just lift the knee into the hands and breathe. Find a drishti. Do not close the eyes. Find a drishti in front of you. Breathe Inhale and draw the knee to the side and lift the opposite arm. And as you do, bring that wholeness of peace and grace and sovereignty into the heart center. And then release. That's great. Okay. Now, balance both legs and then shift the weight onto the other leg. And imagine that deep root of Malchut, the Shechina, spreading all the way underneath the floor that you're in, creating strength. And then lift the knee into the hands and breathe. Find a drishti or a point that doesn't move to fix your gaze. And then slowly draw that knee to the side and lift the opposite arm. And allow that strength and nobility and grace to come all the way up the leg into the heart center, all the way out the hand, and drop. It was great. Now we're going to do a star balance. So once again, we're going to go over to the other leg that you didn't use. Find that strength in that leg and lift and strengthen by tucking the belly. And then slowly lift the opposite leg and arm up. You can go as far as you want. Looking out is good, or use a chair for balance. Yeah, I need that today. And if you'd like, look up. That's a lot harder. And I am using the chair. And then come down. Woo! Good. Step onto the other leg. Really feel that root going all the way down into the earth. Then slowly lift the arm and the leg. We did this with the chair a few times, so it's a lot harder without it. Breathe, use your drishti, and then if you want to bring your arm up. That's much harder, but doable. Breathe. And come down. Oh, excellent. Great, stretch it out. Come into Tadasana, into mountain pose, and just let's create this force field for ourselves today. All the way up and all the way around at this strength, nobility, sovereignty, and grace. The ability to cope with everything that's going on in our broken world. As we send these prayers out, bring them in, and then just release the hips. Good, we're going to end this segment just with a straight Utkatasana chair. So hands into the hip creases, sit right back into the chair, and bring that peace right into the hands. And breathe. Step into the feet, bring that wholeness and peace right into heart center. Store it there for later. You're going to need it. All right, another peace song. Let's come down to the mat today. And if you want to stay in the chair, you can do a lot of this balancing just like this. We're going to do it on the mat. So meet me in tabletop. Spine is nice and flat. Hands are just under the shoulders and knees under the hips. So nice and square. Inhale, lift the tail, look up. Exhale, push the spine through and gaze at the belly. Inhale, lift the tail, look up. Cow or dog, now they're calling it dog. And then angry cat, push right through the shoulders and look down at the navel. Good. Inhale, meet me at flat back, tabletop. Extend the right hand out and press the left foot behind. Lift it nice and straight, reaching for that peace, for Tikkun Olam, the repair of this broken world. Breathe and then drop the hand. Just sit into child's pose and wiggle a tail for a few moments. Back into tabletop. Let's extend that left hand forward. Press the right heel out. Flat foot, Barbie foot. And reach to repair this brokenness. Inhale, exhale. And come down, both hands down, just into child's pose for a moment. Inhale, push, tuck the toes and push into downward facing dog. Come up on the toes and then just walk the dog 1 foot, go down and then the other. Breathe. Good. Lift the right leg. Inhale, exhale, bring that knee all the way through into pigeon pose, looking up. Breathe. If you want to come down, you can, but I love this supported pigeon pose. Bring that leg back into downward dog. Press through, lift the left leg. Inhale, exhale, bring that knee right into the hands. Come into pigeon on the other side. Supported pigeon, looking all the way up. Hands are be to either side of the leg. Inhale. And exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Good. Slowly drop the knees to the mat. And sit back into child's pose. Extend the knees outward and reach forward. Reach forward. Press the third eye into the mat. Inhale, reaching, repairing. Slowly press yourself up. Cross the ankles. Sit back on to the tacha, to the tuchus. And scooch to the center of the mat. And then slowly bring yourself straight, sitting straight up, because we're going to do boat and then we'll do bridge, half bridge. So sit up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms up, and exhale, just fold right over the legs. If you can catch your toes, go for it. If not, it's fine. Exhale and release anything that you don't need. Inhale, exhale. Bring the feet up just under the knees. Inhale and then rock back onto the sits bones. Feel the connection with Shechina, Malchut, the sovereignty, the strength. And if you'd like to straighten the legs and bring the arms out, you can also do this in a chair very easily. Just lift the legs and the arms and breathe. Hands under the knees and then rock forward. Good. Just allow the knees to flop over for a moment and bring the feet into cobblers. Inhale, exhale, slowly bow forward. Bring the feet back out. Let's come all the way down and do a half bridge. So feet are under the hips, hands down to the sides. Inhale, exhale, press through the hips and draw the elbows together. You can keep the hands down to the sides or grasp them underneath the hips. And push and breathe. Open the heart, feeling that warm embrace of grace, the strength of the earth, knowing that your power has no bounds, no end, only where you wish it to end. You need to draw in a little bit to make peace. We are the bridge. And drop the hips, gather the knees in, and rock from side to side. Good. And draw the knees over to the left. Bring the arms out to the side, look to the right. Open the heart, release the spine. Release control for peace. Slowly draw the knees over to the right. Look to the left. You can let the warm air out through the mouth. Anything you don't need, just let it go. Good. And bring the knees to center. Gather the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg down. Inhale, exhale, draw that knee into the chest. Pull it in. And drop it down. And gather the left knee into the chest. Extend the right forward. Inhale, exhale, and press and bring that left knee into the chest as you exhale. Both knees up. Inhale, exhale, and allow those knees to flop open with the feet together, the soles of the feet, arms overhead. Supta Baddha Konasana. Inhale, exhale, release everything, all that peace to pollinate the world. Good. Draw the arms out to the side, the elbows bent. It's really goddess arms. And then draw them all the way down to the sides, palms down. Draw the knees together. Now, if you'd like to put your legs up the wall or a chair for our memory today, our Yid Gadal V'Yid Gadash today, please feel free to do so, or do the stretch that we're going to do. So press that right leg into the ceiling as you remember those in your life who have blessed you with memory. Feel free to say the name of a loved one for a yahrzeit or a day of mourning. Flex the foot, and as you point it, allow any grief you don't need to flow out of the feet. Again, if you just want to rest your legs up the chair, that's fine. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. We remember all of those who've lost their lives from COVID-19. All of those children in Uvalde who lost their lives at the hand of senseless violence. Inhale, flex the foot and bring that right ankle onto the left knee and then pull back. All of those who have died in the war in Ukraine, just senseless. And of course, all of those who are near and dear to our hearts, who have blessed our lives. And just as you rock from side to side a little bit, allow the back to connect with Shechina, Mother Earth. Inhale, exhale as you pull back on that knee and really release the hip. And then drop both feet to the floor. Inhale, exhale, press the left foot into the ceiling. Circle to the left. And circle to the right. Flex. And as you point, release any pain, grief, anger, fear. Flex, inhale, exhale, release. Flex. And bring that left ankle onto the right knee and then pull back on the right leg and feel the stretch and release in the left hip. And breathe. And drop both feet. Inhale, exhale, and press both feet up. Just slowly and gently grab behind the knees and rotate the feet outward and inward. Flex and point. Allow anything you don't need to release from the feet. Flex and point. Flex and open the legs wide. Release the groin area, open the heart, and then finally grab the sides of the feet, happy baby. We honor those children whose spirits will never forget, never be lost. We say Amen. And bring the soles of the feet together. Drop the legs down, extend them all the way down onto the mat. Bring the palms next to your body, face up into Shavasana. This is a little bit longer Shavasana today. So I really wanted us to have the opportunity to deeply absorb our practice and just release anything we don't need. Allow the spine to melt into the mat, which is becoming, we need at least a 12-inch protective cotton blanket. It's so strong, it keeps us completely supported and protected. We feel connected with the earth and her healing. We feel one with all of the goodness of the earth. We sense this warm blanket of strength being brought up over the feet, the shins, the knees, thighs, and then the fingertips up over the belly and the arms, and the heart, shoulders being tucked in up under the chin. As we sink into this protective cocoon, hope is our strength, hope for change, hope for peace. And this sense of peace and hope melts into the top of the head, the source of hope and strength, down into the neck, shoulders. As they rotate outward and the arms become heavy, all the way down to the fingertips, remembering the thumbs. That hope and peace melts into the heart. Nekavim, nekavim, chalulim, chalulim, as it sends its healing light to every vein, every artery, every cell, every nerve in the body. Way down the legs into the hips as they rotate apart, into the legs, all the way down to the ankles and feet. Saying a blessing for the feet for bringing us to our Mishkan, our holy place. To our hands for making change, creating tikkun, repair. Our hearts for giving and receiving blessing and love in our minds. For allowing this break. So everything makes sense. Everything is as it should be. Just for a few moments. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May the source of peace and peace to us bring light to us, bring wholeness and healing to us, to our planet, to everyone who is in need. And wiggling fingers and toes. Becoming aware of the mat beneath you, gather the knees into the chest. Hug yourself and then roll over onto the right side, making a pillow of the arms and a blanket of the knees. And when you're ready, bring yourself up to sitting so that we can create a healing circle. Just take a minute to deepen the breath. Let everything go. As we bring to mind those in our world who are in need of healing, sending healing out to Uvalde and all of those families and parents, bringing that healing into our heart center because we're all broken. And gathering that love from this gathering, from this sacred space. And bringing to mind anyone else who you'd like to name for healing in your heart or out loud. Inhale, open the heart center. Inhale and bring that healing right into the heart. Exhale, arms up, send that healing out to everyone who needs it. Inhale, hands together, palms together, pressing as you exhale all the way down. Fingers to the third eye, bringing that wisdom healing into every part of our spirits. Inhale, arms open one more time. Exhale, send that healing out. Inhale, press the palms together. Exhale all the way down. Fingertips to the wisdom center. Hands over the heart. As we bless each other for peace with Pralamba Mudra.
This is the healing cup, water in the desert.
Thank you all for spending this hour of peace, of Malchut, Gevurah, Malchut, of strength in nobility, and our hope for peace for the world, of light, redemption. We're at the last final part of our journey on our way to standing before Sinai, so I look forward to standing at the mountain with you next week. Namaste.